Well, today we learned Oregon lost a legend in the field of cardiovascular medicine. Dr. Albert Starr saved hundreds of thousands of lives with an artificial heart valve that he helped invent in the late 1950s. Starr died earlier this month at the age of 98 due to complications following a recent surgery. Starr arrived at OHSU nearly 70 years ago, and our team went into the KGW Vault and found a profile from 2015 with footage of Starr stretching back to the early days of KGW broadcasting in Portland. Tracy Berry brings us the story.
First, some history. This film from our archives shows a breathtaking moment in 1958. Dr. Starr performing open-heart surgery on a child.
It was on a 7-year-old girl?
Yes, Martha Van Cleve.
You remember?
Oh, yeah.
It was proclaimed the first in Oregon, but it wasn't. Heart surgery was a risky business in the 50s, so it was just the first one they told us about.
By then we were confident enough that we were not jeopardizing her in any way by filming the operation.
It was just a couple of years later that Dr. Starr and Miles Lowell Edwards would invent a desperately needed artificial heart valve. John Peterson was one of the first patients to get the experimental valve. This is footage from 1971, the 10th anniversary of his surgery. Peterson and Dr. Starr both knew it should work, but it might not.
While we were confident that it would be a successful operation, there was no way we had to be absolutely certain of that.
They said it was a risky operation. How did you feel about that?
It was a risky operation, but I didn't have any choice. And that's the way I felt about it.
Myron?
I'm Myron.
Yeah, how are you?
And I'm very honored to see you and talk to you.
Yeah.
You saved my life.
By 1974, the operation was more routine, but Myron Wurzer didn't have much of a choice either. After 2 bouts of rheumatic fever as a child, by 26, his aortic valve was shot.
And it's been working good ever since.
This was his first visit with Dr. Starr since that operation 40 years ago. Myron still carries a card with his valve's model number.
Do you happen to remember what kind of metal?
Yes, it's called Stellite 21, which is a chromium alloy.
The valve still working great in Myron's heart. A heart swelled with gratitude for the doctor.
Now that I've met him, I think he's the coolest person that ever walked this earth. I mean, he's so amazing.
And actually, when you start adding up all the operations,
I figure about 7,000 or 8,000 people are above ground because they had the surgery with my own fingers.
Plus the other heart doctors Starr trained in their patients, plus the some 250,000 people who got the valve. It is pretty amazing.
When you think about it, I'm married and I've got kids and now I've got grandkids and I wouldn't be around. That's mind-boggling.
And while this new award and all the old ones are appreciated, Dr. Starr says that, my friends, is what really matters.
So that's a tremendous reward for your work, to see happy people that you have operated on and know that they wouldn't be alive if they didn't have that surgery.
What an amazing life and legacy. Starr is survived by his wife, 2 sons, and 3 grandchildren, and we wish them all well. And may Dr. Starr rest in peace.